Alright y'all, so we're back at it again. Y'all probably seen the other video where I fixed the Vicksburg machine. It had been down for a year. This one is also in the same boat. This is our Delta machine. It's also been down for a year too. Just some quick takeaways. We're missing this module right here. I'm gonna have to order another one of them. I did just have to put a red acid wand on here. That was missing. All right, so some other things I found. That blue looking transducer back there, that is your CFS chamber full switch number 10. It was completely disconnected and just hanging in the machine. I connected it back up to its tubing. Another thing, this wiring harness is not connected to anything. It's just hanging because there's supposed to be a valve right here, but someone took the valve off. So what we did, we kind of made a judgment call. This is our balancing chamber and it has 8 valves on it. I just replaced all of these valves with the round valves. So you got 2 different ones. You got the square ones, just like this, and then you've got the round ones. The square ones are your older ones. They're gonna ohm out at 60 ohms if they're good. The round ones are gonna ohm out at 100 ohms. Just because a valve ohms out good does not mean it is good. These valves are normally stuck closed. So even if this valve was stuck closed and not opening up, it's seeing 24 volts, but it still won't open up, this is still gonna ohm out good. Reason why I changed them out is because this machine is pushing about 30,000 hours, and I'm going to go up in here anyway and replace the membranes up inside of the balancing chamber. So while I got it out, I might as well go ahead and just eliminate all these valves and just replace all 8 of them. So that's what I did. Now we're going to get ready and throw it back into the machine. That should be 155 to 165. We're running at 133, 134. So let's do this real quick. We're gonna test out our trusty hammer, and we're gonna give these motors. We're gonna give these motors on the back right here a tap. So this is the derivation, red and blue. And then here, the red and black is our flow, which is what we were just talking about. So I heard a difference in the machine when I tapped on it. You can see our FLWP is now climbing slowly. That lets us know that we either got a bad motor or a flow head on the motor. So that's the next thing that we're about to start looking at. All right, so we got the flow motor disconnected. We're getting ready to pull it out now. And as you can see, it ain't in the best condition. There's a lot of crud around it. It's on its last leg. Here's what our new one looks like. So as you can tell, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and replace that. We're also replacing our head. As always, I like to go ahead anytime I replace a part, get you a label maker and put the machine hours that's currently on the machine, put that on the part that you replaced. If anybody was to come in behind me, they wouldn't have to guess, you know, has this been done? It shows it right here. This is when this motor was replaced. This was when this head was replaced. Here's our derivation motor. We got it out now. You can see it looks just like the flow motor. Looks like someone rebuilt it on 1/7. Looks like maybe of 2025. I'm not real sure. When in doubt, don't do the Sharpie thing. Always get you a label maker and then go ahead and just put the machine hours on there. Here's our new one that we're going back in with. Anytime you replace a part, you need to make sure that it's calibrated. So we're about to do loading pressure. So loading pressure needs to be 23 to 25 PSI. We're at about 25.3. I'm gonna bump it down a little bit I kind of like mine to ride in the middle. I like a good 24. This needs to be negative 24 to negative 25. We're at negative 24.6, so we're good. We're booting up the machine right now. One thing I saw when I first started this machine up is I have an E06 error on the blood pump module. We've got an RBP no com message up here up top. Looking here in the book, make sure I can get this on camera, you'll see E06 right here. Watchdog timeout. Check or replace LP955 board. So our LP955 board, it's in this blood pump module. So we got a new one. We're gonna go ahead and swap it out real quick. Replacing this board, a common thing that I see all the time is you have these little dip switches right here. You can see I got a pick, but there is 8 of them. And they're either gonna be down or they're either gonna be up. What you gotta do is when you're replacing this board, you need to make sure that the original board, our bad board, which is the top one right here, it needs to match with this one right here. So 1 is up, I'm just using a straight pick, 2 is down, 3 is up, 4 is down, and 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all up. All right, y'all, so this has been a long time coming, but this is our Delta machine, and we have it fixed. It's done ran through a self-test, test complete. We did replace the LP955 board in the blood pump module. Our E06 era is gone now, so that's good. We replaced the flow motor, the flow head, the duration motor, the duration head, the acid one, the LP955 board, the tubing organizing module right here. We've got that ordered, and then the 8 balancing chamber valves on the balancing chamber were also replaced. So, looking at this machine, set to 37, we're running at 36.8, 13.8, 13.9 conductivity, 14.2 is our limit. We're looking good.